Good evening, Aquarius. How are you tonight? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekly reading. This one's going to be for June 9th through the 12th, okay? I'll be back on Wednesday I'm trying to make sure the right side up. I'll be back on Wednesday to do bonus readings and get you through your weekend. So this one's Monday through Thursday, okay? We're just gonna pull cards and see what they say. So we're gonna see where your energy's at this weekend or what's going on, okay? All right, this one's for my Aquariuses. Those are spare cards, right? No. Eek, which way's up? That way's gonna be up? Okay, I'm gonna do it like that. I guess we better shuffle one more then. Okay. We got it. There we go. For my Aquariuses. All right, y'all, let's see where your energy's at. See what we got going on. We have the Nine of Wands, okay? The Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is your recent past or your backstory. Currently I have you with the Four of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. And in your future I'm looking at the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Empress. All right. Bottom of the deck for this reading is the Two of Pentacles. So the undercurrent to this entire reading has to do with what appears to be a lack of balance. Things seem very out of balance right this second. I'm not quite sure why yet, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so that's what you have as the undercurrent here. The card at the center of your read, so from almost every direction this plays into the equation, is actually the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles has to do with collaborations. So let's see how they come together. Okay, let's start from the past. Let's see where we were, recent past or backstory. We've got the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and then the Ten of Pentacles. So Nine of Wands to the Knight of Wands would say that you have made it through something rather arduous, some sort of a battle, we'll call it, okay? You've made it to the other side, but you didn't do it unscathed, meaning that you're bumped up and bruised from whatever you've been through, but you did get to the other side of it, okay? With the Knight of Wands on this end, I feel as though there is still some pent-up anger towards the situation. So you've made it through the situation, but you haven't necessarily managed to reconcile whatever the anger or resentment is towards the situation, okay? At one time, I believe whatever situation we're talking about here that you've just been through the ringer on, right? The one you still have the resentment towards, at one time this was what you considered to be your Ten of Pentacles. This was what you were building towards the Ten of Pentacles. This feels like a relationship big time. So this feels like some kind of an, of a romantic entanglement, we'll call it, I guess, I don't know. But this was somebody that you were with in a way that you intended to build to the Ten of Pentacles with this person. And obviously something has transpired within that dynamic, which has left you in this Nine of Wands with like a big pot full of anger or resentment towards the situation. Okay, so this, and that's causing imbalance, of course, but this is your recent past, so we couldn't change it if we wanted to, okay? But however it played out is affecting the rest of the reading. So that's done. Now we're here. So now in the current, I have Four of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Okay, so the Four of Wands to the Three of Pentacles tells me that this is like a destined sort of a collaboration that you're in now. Is this the same? I feel like this thing we were talking about up here, this was romantic, okay? I don't know if you're still involved in that or not. But this dynamic I'm talking about here seems to be a different sort of dynamic. It was destined to be. This is a higher level soulmate to you, but I don't feel like this one's romantic. This almost feels like a friendship, a collaboration, a friendship possibly that started at work or that has something that's attached to your money. This situation right here is different than this one, though. It feels like this. So maybe this situation came along to help you heal from that situation. Maybe this situation up top ran into whatever problems or came to a close for whatever reason, and maybe this person came in to try to help you heal from that situation. But this one doesn't feel romantic to me. At any rate, with the Knight of Swords here, I believe that this collaboration here tried to help you, or it is helping you to get to the bottom of whatever happened here, or to try to put the resentment and the anger to rest. That's how I feel about that. Okay, so that's where you're at right now. You're involved in this situation here that I feel like is not romantic, but it is definitely, it still has emotion in it, it's just not romantic. But it is definitely something that came along to help you heal from that. Okay, we're going forward. What do we have in the forward? Anyways, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Empress. Well, you're presenting as the Empress, so that's always a good thing, right? The Knight of Cups, you're trying to come in and save the day. Feeling left out in the cold. You know what I see here is I think that you had a situation up here that went sideways or bad. It ended for some reason. You were left with a bunch of resentment. This new situation came in right here, which is more like a friendship, and it was sent to help you try to heal that, okay? Now you're returning the favor, meaning this person that tried to help you heal what you had there has currently been left out in the cold in their own situation. You've come in as the Knight of Cups to try to help them, to try to return the favor, to try to help them through their hard time. That's what I feel like. What do I have behind the Two of Pentacles? I have the Hermit and the Magician. I feel like you're standing like the Hermit over the top of this person right now, trying to help them through whatever their difficulty is. And you're manifesting a better future, of course, but give me 3 more. I've got the Emperor, the Justice card, and the Eight of Wands. You're trying to allow them, or to make them see that, you know, in time justice will play out here. That it's time for them to take their power back. You're trying to communicate these things to them to try to help them. It does feel like they're receptive. It just feels like, it really feels like somebody reached out to help you when you needed it, and now you're trying to return the favor is what I see right this second, or that's what I see for this week. Let me get the days of the week out, and we'll see if we have more time after that. Monday, I've got the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Something you're totally invested in. It looks like you are finding you have a new idea, a new spark towards it. Tuesday, I have the Eight of Swords and then the Seven of Swords. This is you trying to figure out how to help this person without being too bossy, or, you know what I'm saying, how can you best help them get through what they're going through is what you're trying to do here. Wednesday, I've got the Ten of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. I think you are finding a huge sense of emotional fulfillment within this situation that you were trying to help in. There you go. Thursday, I have the Six of Cups and the King of Swords. You're trying to be very logical towards something you have history with. Maybe this is trying to help this person is making you finally heal whatever was left to be healed from your own situation, right? Maybe there were remnants of that still needed to be worked through. With the Wheel of Fortune here, I feel like this is all kind of destined. It's all happening for a reason, and it's definitely happening in the timing it's supposed to, but there you go. I get 3 more, and then we're out of it. I've got the Chariot, the Page of Wands, and the Hierophant. I believe, though I don't think this is romantic, the person you're involved with right this second here that you're trying to help here in the near future, I do believe that that there's a huge commitment here. There's definitely loyalty, definitely emotion. It's just a different dynamic. You know, with the Chariot, you're trying to aim for forward motion and victory. You're trying to help them get through something that you've already been through. Yeah. With the Page of Wands, I think that it has helped you to almost reinvent yourself. It's helping you to get back to a youthful sense of being. It looks good, Aquarius, as far as it looks like you are getting to go full circle and you're getting to finally find the healing that you needed. I think you got a bunch of it done already, but this is what's going to bring the very end of that to you so that you can actually move forward in your life, and at the same time you're helping somebody else move forward in theirs. So, alrighty. That is what I have for you this week. I will be back on Wednesday with bonus readings. I'm here every morning with these things I call the daily energy check-in. If you want to check those out, they're both here and on the YT. And that's it. If you're looking for a private reading, just send me a message. I'm getting more messages right now. People are reaching out, trying to use my picture. It's not me. I don't reach out to people first, but I'd love to hear from you. So if you want a private reading, just send me a message and I'll get you the details, okay? All right, somebody else reaches out first. It's not me. All right, y'all have a great day, week, all that. See you later. Thank you.